Hi guys, this is Pestily and welcome to another Escape From Tarkov video. Today I'm covering Factory, the new player guide. This is to cover all the extracts, spawn areas, trouble areas, some of the loot you can get, and how to kill Tagilla, the boss of Factory. So without further ado, let's crack straight into it. Now before I dive completely into the actual map guide itself, I will say here, Factory is a really good map early on to learn for practicing PvP. And just getting used to the flow of Escape From Tarkov. You load in there pretty quickly. There's a 6-player map max, so therefore you're only going to be in there with maximum 5 other people. You can have less depending on time of day and server you select. And also, it's one of those maps that it's just a really good baseline to build up that skill set of Escape From Tarkov. All right, so this is the Forklift spawn. Now there is not very many spawns in this map, so you'll get used to them, but this one is probably the most troublesome spawn you'll get in the whole map. Now, if you do get this spawn, do not stay in this room. Please, please, please. If you want to get better at this game, do not stay in this room. The amount of times people will stay in this room and they'll get caught out and killed every time, it's insane. You get this spawn, the first thing you do is you run straight out here, you turn left, and then as you're running this way, depending on what your free look key is, mine's still default with the mouse wheel down, you hold your look and you go straight across there. What you're looking for is someone standing in the hallway, you can see see how there's the box there with a couple of little things in the middle. If it looks any different to that, there's a player behind it, and there can sometimes be a player with their head sticking out at the very end. So, spawn in, please. This is you need to understand this. If you get caught in this room, you'll die 90% of the time. So you run out here, you turn left, and you just look out. From there, you need to start listening. So, there is multiple places that people will spawn, one being down the end there. There's another one outside. This is called the glass hallway. There's another one outside the glass hallway, and then there's another spawn also just at the other end of this. So you can have 3 people trapping you in this corner. Now, if you do run across here and you look to the right and you see someone in the glass hallway and potentially they're running down, easiest way you'll kill them, and you'll see me in highlight videos doing this all the time. You run up to here, you go prone, right click, hold alt, and then just tap D to stick your head out just that little bit, and then you'll just get an easy head tap on them. The amount of times I'll get people running down this hallway by just doing that, you don't have to be as wide over as I was. They might be able to see your arm. But yeah, just A and D, hold alt, A and D, bam. That will get you a lot of your kills on Factory in this location. Especially if they run down here. Now, on the other side, if you spawn in the glass hallway, do not run down here. Anyone with half a brain will be able to kill you. Anyone who's half decent at the game will be able to come out here, do what I just said, and they'll be able to shoot you as you come down. If they might not be able to get the easy head tap on you, but please understand that if you run down this hallway, you will most likely die. And even if you are going to kill this player, the person that spawns on that spawn over there will fuck you up. So yeah, you are to run outside there. If you want to come and fight the people down at Forklift, go out to these doorways over here, or you go into the actual office area and you fight over there. Anyway, this is Forklift. There's a lot going on here. On the left here, there is that spawn that I was telling you about. And sometimes the person that spawned here will run down that way. There's also plenty of spawns out of that section, and they'll run over here. Forklift is the most chaotic place in the actual the map. Now, coming down this section here, this door here is locked. You need the factory key to unlock it. That's this bad boy here. And there is an extract right here. That's what I'm saying. The map can be very small. Now, if you're fighting someone that's at here and you hear them open up that door to extract, cheeky little spot for you. If you come out here and you go to, let me just get it right. Like this spot here. That grate down the end, that is there where they'll be standing up to extract. Sorry, that's the door there. It's the grate down the end there. So you can actually stand here and spray down there and you'll be able to kill them quite often. I've caught a fair few people off guard. So not everyone knows about that one. But yeah, you just come over here and you can see them and shoot them there. Alright, so this is pretty much the main open area from outside of Forklift. Like I said, there is the windows on this side and there's a spawn on there. I'm going to do a lap around the map, but I just want to show you this spawn here. So the person that spawns here, like I said, you want to run out this way and get the hell away from this hallway. It is an absolute terror. If you have an actual range scope on, it is okay to hold alt, tap A to get across, and then use your range scope and snipe someone down the end. A lot of the newer players will just stand there in the open, like, I wonder if someone's in the hallway, and then you'll be able to shoot them. Alternatively, it's a little bit more risky doing it this way. Go run all the way back into this corner, and then snipe down that way. If I'm doing something like Tarkov Shooter Part 8, I think it is, the one where you got to get 3 kills without dying, and they got to be headshots. Sometimes I do it in this map. Or it might be Psycho Sniper. Sometimes I do it on this map, and I'll try and get down to this area to snipe people down there. Alright, this is the main extract over this side. There's a couple of little tricks I can teach you for this one. I don't normally go so far into PvP tactics on a new player guide, but for this map I kind of need to, otherwise you're going to get in a lot of trouble. This is the main extract. I'm just going to show you the actual extract itself. And that's the extract here. But I'm going to show you how to avoid getting camped. Now, there's obviously the 2 rooms. A lot of people will camp standing right here. They'll stand behind this blue box or the blue shipping container. What I do to find out if someone's in there, I'll literally run across, and it's a little bit of practice to do it. But I'll do it in slow. You can just see if someone was there. Like, obviously, if you're sprinting, it's a little bit harder to see. But if you get used to it, you'll understand what it's meant to look like. So then you go, okay, is someone camping there? All right, there wasn't anyone there. Bit of practice. You can also jump up here and try and get them from up here. It might be easier to do it with the vault now. I don't know. You can actually come in and just get him shoot him through that. That's one of the main places. Be careful of impact nades as well. A lot of people trying to get their grenade kills. But yeah, a lot of people will camp in this spot. And then also, you'll find full squads laying prone right here. What you can do, if you have gone through the whole map and you haven't seen many players or no players at all, when you get to this door here, just put a few shots through here, you'll make them move. They will 100% move if they're cheating. They're not if they're cheating. If they're extra camping, it will scare them. They'll be like, what? Is this guy cheating? And then that's what made me think cheating, right? Because they'll think that. So yeah, they'll be usually laying behind there and over here and that. So just be careful. If you haven't seen any players or many players in the raid, there could be extra camping. So this is the main extract. This is the one you don't need the key for. It's the only one in the map you don't need the key for. Now, for the rest of the map, let's cover it now. So I'm going to go back to the starting point and just go around the actual external of the map. I think it'll be the best way of doing it. So we're back over at Forklift. There's the way that goes around this side. So we'll show you that. Now this is the new expansion area of Factory. So my previous guide wouldn't have shown this. And there are spawns in this area. The main thing you'll be looking for in this side of the map, and if you're watching this guide, you should be trying to follow me along in offline mode, if you're not already, because it's a really good way of just understanding the layout of the map. But yeah, so there's a medical supply crate here. There can be med bag up there, over here, and then meds on the floor. So offline mode is a lot worse for loot, but it's more of an example for you. This is another factory key extract. So if you get the factory key, you want to extract, you run over here, and you extract. Simple. Now, as for the rest of the map, so underneath here, there is a weapon box that spawns there. A grenade box. You should check this grenade box every single time you're in factory as a scav, because you're looking for impact nades. Collect up your impact nades for your grenadier task. Then you also have the technical supply crate up on this side. There's not a lot of loot spots in factory, but you should at least pay attention to them because it's a good way of topping up, particularly on scav runs. Now, as you move through the rest of the map, another one of the spawns that is very frustrating. You'll see people spawning in this location, or you'll get it as well, and they'll sit here. Do not do that. It is horrible. You will die majority of the time. First thing you should do, there's a couple options. You run out. If you're geared, you can actually run up and then just hold this angle here, and you'll have players that will spawn on this side of the map and they'll run past, and if they stop here to shoot you, you can have a bit of cover and be ready to shoot them. If you are going to run over to the forklift side, just be careful. There's sometimes someone spawn on over there. And then you can run straight across to the forklift. But if you're trying to just avoid combat, you can run straight out. If you're like trying to, I don't know, loot the safe in the office, you can go straight up the staircase into the office, or you can just jump straight into the pit. I do that quite often as well. If I feel like I don't know, depending on my objective, if I'm trying to get players, I don't do that. But if I'm trying to avoid the initial burst of, PvP, jumping into the pit's quite useful. Sometimes I'm farming factory just to get to Gilla for my quest, for example. There is a quest that requires you to go into this spotlight here. There's a ladder that will spawn in the jacket. And there's also weapon crates that spawn on the outside of here as well. Now, this is called single player spawn, or at least when I used to play back in the day in 2017. This was called single player spawn. And there used to be people would spawn down there and also up here, but it's not as common anymore. And now you'll have spawning, you will spawn back here. So this is the next key extract, the final key extract. So you can unlock here, run over here, and you can extract. If you get this spawn, it is possible that someone will spawn in this little corner here that you need to be a little bit careful of. They'll spawn about there. And they might come out and try and shoot you. But you can also just do the same back. You can run out and just be ready to shoot them coming out. Just be careful if you are spawning in that spot there. Running across here. And then having those players that spawn in that section coming across to shoot you. It's better to just sprint straight past and look right than it is to stand here and just try and look out straight into the open. Another thing to be very careful of. If you know there are players down there, do not come from this left side and try and shoot them. What they'll end up doing if they've got half a brain or they've played the game a bit, is they'll stand here and they'll see your feet. So they'll know that you're about to peek your head, but if they're actually even decent, they'll just start shooting your legs and you'll get your legs blacked out and then you'll panic. So yeah, do not come across and try and shoot someone from there. There are plenty of weapon crates. Underneath is one of the main scav extracts as well. And then you can go up here. Sorry, I'm scratching my arm. You can go up here to go to the office area. Before I go to that office area, I just want to show you the underground section just very briefly. So there is that tunnel that goes to the left and up that ramp to just where we were before. And then also you go up to the left and that's in the single player. Oh, and then this is the scav extract that you can use a lot. Now, moving up. This is going up into the office area. Now, you can use whatever callouts you want. But I've always used the callout for this as being church. Because it kind of looks like a church window. So, I haven't really done a lot of duo PvP on factory. But if you are doing it in a squad, making up some names for callouts works really well. That's 1886. So you call this 86 because it's got on the wall. That's the year I was born as well. And so it's easy to remember. And you can say under 86, like people will know that they're up in this area. It's just a way to, I don't know, learn your callouts. Now, office area. So a few things for this one. I'd highly suggest do not come up to here and peek like this. All right? Do not come up here with your gun and try and peek like this. It will end in your death so many times over if they know what they're doing. So, and I'll show you exactly what I do. I come to this end, I go crouch, and then I literally just go like that. And the amount of time someone will just go and stick their head up there and go, oh, I wonder if someone's in the hallway. And I'll just go, yoink, and then bam, they're dead. All right? You'll see it in a lot of my highlight videos where I'm like doing PvP on factory. That's the bullet hole there. That would have been the back of their brain. So you're very careful about coming into this hallway and just peeking like this. If you're gonna peek, I'd almost recommend wide peeking than just sticking your head there. Now, doors. So these two doors this is the main office area. I'll show you what it looks like. This is the main office area. There's the filing cabinet, there's two jackets, and there's the safe. The amount of people that will camp in this room with the doors shut, it's hilarious, right? If the two doors are shut, my strategy, there's a few ways of doing it, is I'll go open first door, open second door, do a little sprint, and then come in ready to shoot. And the amount of times you'll see someone like, I don't know which way they're going to come from. It works really well. If you're thinking that someone might be in there and you don't want to risk going in there, a little bit of practice, but you can go into the breach room and be like, oh, I wonder why they're going in the breach room. and you can actually throw a grenade through that gap. Just hold, like aim there when you throw the grenade, and it should just go through that gap, and get a few grenade kills that way. It's another way to clear it. If you're inside the room, my strategy of holding the room from the inside, now the audio is screwy as well, so you just gotta be careful of that. But I actually leave both doors open and then aim this way, and you'll see their leg, couple of bullets into their leg, come back out, finish them on the other side. It's the second you shoot them in the legs, they'll panic. If they're on a painkiller and they're walking in, sometimes they'll get shot in the leg and they'll continue to walk in, and the whole time you've got their legs exposed. Like if they keep walking in from there, you just keep shooting, and then you can just go up to shoot them in the head at the end. It is like the best place and way to hold it. The thing you have to worry about is if someone comes from the other side, and that's where you just got to listen to the audio. If you do hear someone start running up from the other side, sprint across to here and then shoot them from this side. By the time you run across to this side, you'll actually have them close to this door, and they'll generally start looking at the door as well, because they'll hear the noise in there. So they'll say, oh, the door's open, I better watch into this side, and they'll come in this way, and you'll shoot them in the side of the head. Factory is my map. It's my favorite map. I play it more than any other map really when I'm in the mood to PvP. Now this also uses the factory key, this door here, and it is got a jacket in here. There's a key spawn on the ground here, but it's rare, and it's for like the bunkhouse key. I wouldn't rely on it. The rest of this room is pretty trash, so don't waste your factory key uses on this. If we go down here, there is the bathroom. The only major thing to take note of with the bathroom is there is a way to drop down to the bottom floor. And he has some toolboxes. There's like a duffel bag there. A couple more jackets here. In this room, just be careful of someone hiding behind this door. Pretty common to find someone hiding there. Not pretty common, but it does happen. And the other thing to pay attention to in the bathroom is if you know there's someone running through the bathroom, you can shoot him this way too. There's a few tactics I've got for playing in the bathroom in Tarkov. You can actually stand on top. Another really good spot is this one. You stand on top of this, and you can shoot their head as they come through that doorway as well. They will not expect you up here, so... See? You still got enough muzzle clearance to take the shot. So, yeah, just be careful. Like, there's all these little cheeky spots. I'm trying to teach you some of them. If there's someone coming up the hallway, you shoot a few bullets at them. And you're standing here, shoot a few bullets. You can like shut the door, run back, jump over, land, keep shooting. That's a pretty common tactic as well. So just be careful if you hear the metal of someone being on the rafters. Just after you've been shooting someone here, they could potentially be coming to jump, or you might end up doing it yourself. So that metal noise there, watch out for that. Then also, this is the pumping station here. So for the pumping station, there's keys for it. The loot is really trash. I wouldn't worry about opening it, but the doors do open, so just be wary of that. There's a couple of text boards on top of that. I think that pretty much covers everything besides how to kill the boss. I will teach you how to kill the boss in a minute, but outside of that, try and stay to the edges of the map unless you're getting more and more confident, because, yeah, if you're running through the middle, you will get hit from a lot of sides. At around the 12-minute mark of being in raid, you'll start getting smashed by player scavs. So just be very careful of that. And last but not least, as soon as you get level 15 and you can afford a factory key, you should always have a factory key coming into this map. They're about 80,000 rubles at the moment. Earlier in the wipe, they're rarer. But yeah, you don't want to be going through this main extract. If you can avoid it, you should avoid it every time. The factory key at 80,000 rubles is what, 20 extracts? It's like 4k to extract. Just take one of the other extracts and you don't have to worry about someone camping there. There's a lot of people that will camp the main extract with impact nades, and you won't even be able to have a chance to fight them. They'll wait till you get close to the door and they'll throw an impact nade, or sometimes they'll go in there with 2 or 3 players. So even if you do kill one, you usually die to the second or third player. And even with all the experience I have, the only way to really clear it properly is to throw lots of grenades, and it makes them move. But if you don't have all those grenades, it will be difficult. Anyway, last but not least, let's get into how to kill Tagilla. All right, so for farming Tagilla, pretty much I showed you the tactic that I use. However, in offline mode, it doesn't really want to show you exactly how it goes. I tried it a few more times. It seems to bug out, like run around like an idiot more than actually just go off and heal. But generally, shoot him a few times. He runs off to go heal. Well, you run to cover. Don't even have to go far. Just run to any sort of cover. He'll turn around, run off to go heal, then you just run after him. While he's still in the middle of the heal, you fire a heap more shots, and you usually can kill him pretty quick. The armor doesn't cover these whole thorax anymore, so some of the shotgun pellets will hit the thorax, and he'll fall very quickly. Just aim for the stomach area. GG's easy. Oh, okay. Couple of shots. He's trying to run off the heal. I don't know why he's bugged on that. Normally he runs off in heals. What is going on? Alright. Practice makes perfect. That is pretty much everything for this guide. Hopefully it was helpful. If you're new to Escape from Tarkov, make sure you like and comment. It really does help me out with discoverability. My editor puts a lot of time and effort into making these really polished with his mini-map and everything. And also, if you know someone new to Tarkov, share it with them and help spread the word of the Pestily guides. I'm trying to get to 1 million subs this year, so every sub does add up. So it costs you nothing. Subscribe, and that means a lot. I'll leave this one here. Thanks so much for watching. And lastly, I'll see you next time.